everybody. Ron Wildman in here on your Middle Georgia Spotlight, and we're going to rush into the Christmas season now. We have our friend Mike Kaplan here. He's head of a local charity effort, a project,
Yes.
a Merry Christmas Project. Mike, 6 years ago you started this up. Why?
We did, Ron.
Why?
Well, thank you. My wife Nancy and I started this project 6 years ago when our daughter Mary passed away suddenly at our home. And Mary was a very special girl here in town, had a lot of friends, and had a lot of people that loved her and cared about her. And she had a special love and desire of Christmas and the spirit that came along with it. And so when Mary passed away, we thought this just can't end like this, Ron. And so first thing I did was call my sister Jamie, who, you know, Jamie works at the time was working at United Way. And we thought about giving away Christmas trees. And the first year we gave away about 100 Christmas trees. We took them over to Buck Melton Center and
Just gave them to folks.
just gave them to anybody who wanted to come up.
What kind of reaction did you get from that?
It was a great reaction. Actually, the kind of reaction I was looking for. We had wreaths. And listen, so the next year I wanted to buy Christmas trees, and this was now 2020 pandemic, right? And they didn't have any. I couldn't buy 100, so I went and bought 100 artificial trees, and we gave those away. And then sponsorship started coming in from the people that loved Mary and knew Mary and knew what we were trying to do, which is just bring cheer and Christmas joy to people who don't seem to be able to find that in their lives right now at this moment. And so,
Are there very many of those people out there?
well, you got to remember, Ron, we live in a town that has a 28% poverty level. And so anything we can do to make the community we live in a better place to live is a bonus for everybody. And that's what we're trying to do. And we've helped over 5,000 people so far, 3,700 children, about 1,500 adults have a merrier Christmas at Christmas time.
Well, in what way? You gave away all those trees, the real ones and the artificial ones. Now what are you giving away?
Okay, so what we do now is we vet our families very meticulously. We get our families from several sources. The first source we get our family from is an organization in Macon called Communities in Schools, which is a program run by Taryn Collinsworth and her wonderful staff. I think they're in 12 public schools here, going in there and helping children find their way through the school program and assisting them in any way that has to do with schools. We also get our program from the Mentors Project and Project AIM and Big Brothers Big Sisters. One of our big partners is District Attorney Anita Howard. She has a wonderful program called RISE. And there were 80 to 90 RISE families last year that we helped shop. This year we're expecting 122 families. So the way it works is we take our families to Walmart. We have a Facebook page, The Merry Christmas Project. You can go look at the pictures. And then we explain to people that this isn't a charity, Mom. This is a gift from Mary to you to provide something for your children, because it means more coming from you than it would anything I could give them. And it also means a lot to you to be able to provide for your children. So we give them a certain amount per family member, which right now is $100. So if it's a family of 5, they get $500 to go spend as they wish. We love going to Walmart, and Archie Swaim over there is a wonderful manager. He's a making guy and loves what we're doing and helps take care of us. But we love Walmart because they're able to get everything that we could provide.
And then some.
And then some. They can get food, they can get clothes, they can get educational toys, they can get pretty much anything. I think that it's turned out to be salve for our souls, so to speak, and help us get through the holiday season without our Mary. My 2 daughters, Lily and her husband, and Shannon and her husband, get involved, and my granddaughters get involved and go to Walmart, and we don't help anybody shop. They get to do that on their own. We help pack up their whatever they buy and help them walk to the car. That's all we do.
Well, how do you get this $100? Where do you raise that from?
Well, we raise it from the community and all these people in Macon that love what we're doing and love the fact that there's no strings attached to what we're doing. It's pure, simple sweetness and goodness, and for the sake of a smile only. And we don't have any overhead. We're with the Community Foundation of Central Georgia, who is our partner in this, and they do a wonderful job with us managing our money and helping us provide all these services. And it's just turned into something, Ron, I got to be honest with you, that has grown into something larger than we ever anticipated because of Merrie had a lot of people and affected a lot of lives here in Macon.
Now, Merrie was a special needs child.
She was. She had a.
Tell me about her.
She had a genetic condition called Williams syndrome, which is missing 17 genes on chromosome 7. I think 27 genes on chromosome 7. And so they have an extremely outgoing personality, and they love people, great supporter of human beings, and loved everybody, and just remarkable in that way.
And how did that contribute to moving into Christmas?
Well, see, she had a great fondness of Christmas. We had to even break her heart and tell her there was no Santa Claus. And when she was about 10, 11 years old, she came back in an hour later and said, "Well, what about the elves?" And we went, "No, there are no elves either." And so when Merrie passed, we decided, we would do something. My wife and I did, and it started off by giving away Christmas trees, right? And so I went to the farmer's market.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Gave away 100 Christmas trees.
That's right. Well, this had to start somewhere in your being, though. Your mom and dad. I know your mom. I didn't know your dad. Tell me how this giving spirit got into your heart.
I think it came from both of them. My mom's always taught us to, help others and to be kind to others and just be a good person. And my dad actually had a kind spirit, giving spirit as well. He and some other men in Macon, Henley Napier and
I knew Henley.
Yeah,
Great guy.
Henley Napier
Great
and
guy.
Morris Cohen.
And Morris, too.
Yep.
Yes.
They created the Zarks Family Foundation. There were these two ladies in Macon whose brother used to work for my grandfather, actually, and the two ladies never married, and as they got older, they asked my father to help take care of their business affairs and such, and they didn't think they had anything, and it turns out they had some money. Dad and Morris and Henley set up a foundation, the Zarks Family Foundation, and it's been going on since about 1995, and that foundation gives money away to primarily local and national Jewish charities across Macon-Bibb County, and so that's been going on as well.
For some 40 years, I've been helping Joe Allen with the Kids You Love.
Correct. Great project.
And you think, you can't have enough of these programs, though. You think, well, that's all we need. But we need more. Yours came up roughly 6 years ago.
Correct.
And it's gaining steam. It's going to get bigger. Can you handle bigger?
We hope so. We have some great partners that help us. We don't do it alone. All of the employees at communities and schools here in Macon, and Taryn Collinsworth and her staff are there. Anita Howard's staff is there with us all the time, helping us to get things done. My sister Jamie's incredible in what she gets done, and it's just my wife is really involved on the Marrie's Closet side of it, making sure folks have socks and clean underwear and uniforms at school. We give a donation to the school every year under the name of Marrie's Closet for them to be able to provide these things to kids at school.
And say the closet's year-round, so you do accept physical donations.
Well, we don't,
or not?
No, we don't. The reason we don't is
this is not rehearsed,
No, I know that. The reason we don't accept closed donations, there are other agencies that do that, and I'm not getting in their way or stopping it. I think.
Well, where do you get these socks?
We get people to donate them. They go and buy them and they donate them. And they're new pairs of
that's the way you do
socks.
it.
Right. So if you wanted a new uniform, did you like somebody's used uniform or did you want somebody's new uniform?
Of course.
You want somebody's new uniform that you could be proud of. So that's why we buy. A lot of kids come to school. Some kids come to school, they only have one pair of underwear, a dirty diaper, and not a change of diaper. And so we provide money to provide that at these schools as well. And warm coats, and some kids show up at school with shorts when they should have long pants. And teachers, these teachers are paying for that.
Yeah.
And this just helps kind of offset that some.
So they have a fund to get this stuff.
Well, we give the school a fund to go buy it because they can buy it cheaper than I can.
Yeah.
And so they're putting this in the schools. Now the socks themselves, we collect the socks. Robin's Financial And Mercer University has been a tremendous partner of us with Mary's Closet, helping us gather socks. We probably give the Bibb County school system 5,000 to 6,000 pairs of socks, and they've ripped through them already and are needing more. And so we have a couple of dates set up this year and with Mercer and a couple of basketball games where hopefully you'll be able to get in for free if you bring a pair of socks or bring a toy.
We'll be hearing about that before
You'll be
too
hearing
long.
about that later. We also have a great program with Walthall Oil Company. They have we bring a Santa Claus over to the Walthall Oil Company on Forsyth Road. And by the way, when we take these folks shopping, they also get the choice of a $25 Walthall gas card to get $25 worth of gas, or a $25 Uber card, or a Macon Bibb County Transit Authority bus pass for 30-day free, 30-day bus pass, because transportation is important. And Walthall and all the family at Walthall have been a great partner of ours. And we have a thing on right before Christmas where people come by and get free pictures of Santa Claus and get a free toy, and they give.
You have a date for that yet?
I'll get to you on the date. I have it, but I don't remember it. But
It's coming up.
It's coming up in December, and I think it's December 18th, but I have to check.
Okay.
And
Well, you'll advertise that.
it'll be advertised.
Yeah.
But Walthall folks at Walthall do a great job for us on that.
Now, the Christmas part of it, when does it start up in earnest? I mean, when you have to do? You know, the guy Brian Nichols downtown has to start in October to put those lights in the extravaganza.
Takes a long time
down there, so it'll be done by Thanksgiving. So, what's your goal? When do you start, and where do you end up?
We kind of solicit money all year round. Right now is in the middle of our big asking plea for money because the more money we get, the more people we serve. Right? We already have our dates set in December that we're going to Walmart. There, I think 3 or 4 days. We do it over different time periods. We go from 9 to 11, and then maybe 1 to 3, and then 5 to 7, because people work at different times. We'll do this 3 days a week, and it'll culminate on December 22nd when we do the entire RISE graduation program. And there'll be, I think, 122 families at one time at Walmart.
Well, that makes you pretty busy too during that time.
It does make us very busy because, I don't do this. My sister and a lot of people help us put these sheets together where it's very organized, where we know exactly who's coming and how many folks are coming with them, and check them off and get them right and get them paid for, and try to do the best we can. And everybody's patient and everybody's happy and everybody's, we're just having a great time. The joy is incredible, and that's what it's all about, is the joy of Mary and the joy of Christmas.
The family that goes to Walmart, let's say, who goes? Just the mom or the dad or the kids, or how's that work?
Well, that's a great question. We have a variety of all. We have some fathers that are single fathers. We have a lot of moms that are single moms, and we have some families that come together. And the way it works, Ron, is I think it's important that they know who Mary is. And so every family I meet with and I take a selfie with and post it to Facebook because everybody's smiling and it looks great. And it's important they know who Mary is. And then they're explained that this isn't a charity but a gift from Mary to you, mom or dad, for you to be able to provide something for your children, because it means more to them coming from you, and it means more to you to be able to provide for your children. And so right now we give $100 per family member, which means that a family of 5 gets $500 to go purchase whatever they want. And that's why we like Walmart, because they can get food, they can get toys, they can get clothing, they can get kitchenware, everything.
I just picked up on something here. You said $100 per family member.
Correct.
See, I was under the understanding, listening to us talk for the last few minutes, it's $100 a family.
No, sir.
Well, let's get into that now.
Okay.
$100 per family member.
Correct.
And you say they buy a variety of things, not just toys.
No.
Necessities.
Things you and I take for granted.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, diapers, things to bathe with, things to clean their dishes with, pillows, mattresses, pillows, toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper.
That much toilet paper?
I'm not kidding. And diapers too. Diapers are very expensive. And it was really, you could tell what was going on in the world or our country. During COVID, there was less food because we're getting extra food stamps, and so there was less food necessary, but they were getting more clothes. I was curious to see what was going to happen coming up, and there would be more food than clothes with what's happening with the SNAP benefits and all
Yeah,
this.
right now.
Right now, correct.
Yeah.
And so we don't know what's going to happen, but they're allowed to buy. I talk to them in a third person, but our families are allowed to get whatever they want. No big electronics. The only electronics we allow are those that help children learn and read. And so it's just been quite remarkable, I'll be honest with you.
You have some
And
large families that turn up at your doorstep,
we
don't
have had people show up, women that have had 8, 9, 10, 11 children.
Oh, my.
We've had families that are living in hotel rooms we've tried to help. Single dads that just took over their children, that anything that Anita Howard oversees is under her domain. Some children are affected by violence in their
You ever
family.
talk much with Anita about this program?
Excuse me?
Talk with Anita
Oh, yeah,
about the
Anita-
program?
Anita's-
And tell me
Anita's-
about Anita and why she's in it.
Well, Nita's in it because it helps. She loves this program because it helps her kids. She loves her kids that she is with that RISE program, and it's a great program, and it's a year-long program, and this has kind of become a reward for graduation in her program. That if you go through her year-long program and you graduate, not only do you get to shop, but your whole family gets to shop. So you become a hero in your family because you went through this program. Your whole family gets to go shopping, and so it turns some tragedies into heartfelt cries and tears and happiness. And her graduation now rate is 90% now, and people want to get in. And we go to her banquet every year. She takes care of her children like nobody else, and her families that are affected by this in that RISE program, and we love her, and she does a great job.
Now, you mentioned Jamie, your sister. We all know and love Jamie. And we also know what she's been going through recently, dealing with cancer. One thing about Jamie in this, she's keeping the public posted, and I think that's a wonderful gift to the public. Although she's not having the best of times sometimes, and sometimes things are better, she keeps posting this stuff to let us know that if you have to face this, what's out there.
She is a remarkable human being. She's facing this challenge with grace and dignity and faith in her God, and she's doing well right now. She will not be with us for Merry Christmas this year. She's going to New York for some more treatment. So it's going to be difficult without her, but we have some help with Donna K. McGoldrick and Elizabeth Cleveland and Tara Collinsworth and all the folks at RISE and Anita Howard and her folks. We're all going to gather around and get this done. Jamie will come back and be better. And listen, she's a warrior. She's not the only one. There are a lot of them in our community that are fighting battles right now that cancer. And but listen, Jamie's been a coach her whole life, right? An athlete her whole life, and she knows her kids are watching her, and she's handling it with a lot of respect and dignity.
Well, she's doing a great public service to a lot of folks out there that doesn't know about it, and the ones that are going through it like her that we don't hear about.
Correct.
Yeah.
She helps a lot of people in that way, Ron. I get it all the time that what an inspiration she is to the battle they're fighting, and she's helped a lot of people, as you well know. 15 years ago she had a bone marrow transplant, survived leukemia, and so she's helped a lot of people that are fighting leukemia. A lot of illness in this world, and so we're just trying to bring cheer to bring some happiness around Christmas.
Well, it's a
time.
wonderful era to live through because it was 150 years ago.
Well, if it was 20 years ago, she'd be dead.
Oh, 20 years ago.
You're right. Modern medicine is
Yes.
right is growing exponentially. Growing fast. And we just hope to keep Jamie alive until they find a magic pill.
They do all of these wonderful things for us. They sure do.
They sure do.
Speaking of wonderful things, your background is insurance.
It is.
You've been doing it probably longer than I've been doing what I do.
I don't know, Ron. Listen, I graduated with an insurance degree from 1975 from the University of Georgia, and I've been at it ever since. I'm too stupid to do anything else. I love what I do. I retired for about 2 weeks, and I had to go back to work for health reasons. If I'd stayed home, my wife was going to kill me. And so I went to Sanford Insurance with John Neal, and we're having a great time over there and building a great agency right here in Macon.
I've got a gripe about insurance, along with a lot of other people, but we had a guest not too long ago that was an agent for the Farmers Insurance firm, and she advised me it's not a good time for the business right now. The rates are so high. Why? Auto insurance.
Okay, a lot of reasons, in my opinion. One thing is that we just had some tort reform in Georgia that will help, I believe, in the automobile arena area, because that applies to liability and umbrellas. Right now, it's very difficult for anybody to get a personal umbrella over $1 million. It used to be common to be able to get that. Now you can't. Homeowners' prices have gone up a lot. COVID had an awful lot to do with the rise in the homeowners pricing. It had nothing to do with the rise in the automobile pricing, except on the property side of it. You got to remember to replace that car now. Replacement parts, you couldn't replace some parts. You couldn't get them, right? So the insurance companies took it hard in 2000 and 2001. Inflation was growing so fast on used cars that in cars that they actuarially had said to replace that car is going to be $30,000. By the time they got to replace it, it was $48,000, because that's how fast used cars got to be worth. We had rapid inflation in cars in 20 and 21 of the value of cars. I think that the insurance companies got hit hard in Georgia last year. How do you actuarially prepare for 2 hurricanes hitting Valdosta, Georgia? How do you prepare for a hurricane decimating anything east of Bibb County all the way to Augusta?
That was headed right towards Macon.
Only by the grace of God, somebody blew it.
That's right. You can say the last minute almost.
Last minute.
It was supposed to come up I-75.
It was.
Straight up.
And it went east. It went east of Macon. And if it hadn't, but look what it did to Augusta.
We'd still be cleaning up.
Right. And so Augusta got hit with a hurricane that a hurricane in Augusta? Are you kidding me? And so climate change, it's some sort, whether it's real or not, or who's causing it, you don't normally have that. So it got hit with a lot of things. I think we're hopefully getting back to a little normalcy in it. It's just like everything else. I call it greedflation. Once it goes up, it's not coming back down. It's just not. Gas prices went up, but they came back down, but they didn't go back way down. They just went back to a level everybody goes, well, that's cool. It went down some.
So did eggs.
So did eggs. Now look where eggs are now. Are they back where they were prior to 2000? No.
Never will.
Never will be.
That's right.
Right. And so I think that's what's happening in insurance. Georgia's been very unprofitable in the insurance business. When I say unprofitable to insurance companies, for the last few years, last 10 years, due to claims and liability. And so hopefully this tort reform is going to help. We'll see.
Well, what do you advise a consumer to do?
Shop around. There are plenty of options.
Is there that much difference, really? I'm a State Farm, and I write out a huge check.
I know you do.
Never had a wreck, never made a claim. And that's what bothers me the most. I've been putting in for years and years, and my dad always said, I'm just glad I don't have to have a claim, But that's when insurance was like $40 a month.
Well, we're trying to re-educate our clients as well. For instance, if you have a car, you probably have a $500 or $1,000 deductible on that car.
Yeah.
Okay? And your car is worth anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000. We have a house that's worth $1 million, $500,000, $750,000, $450,000, $350,000.
Keep going down.
$250,000. Why do you have the same $500 deductible?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what insurance companies are trying to get to now, is getting you to raise that deductible and be partners and come in at a $2,500 deductible or a $2,000 or a $1,000 deductible. If you have a broken window, don't turn that claim in. Fix it yourself and we'll all get along. We also have problems. Insurance companies are very proactive, not reactive. We're reactive, not proactive. We had too many people putting in roofs that didn't belong in, and now they're hitting people on roofs and not covering roofs. And
Well, we're almost out of time. Let's go on a high note here. Say one more thing about Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas is helping people all across Bibb County have a great Christmas. And if you want to help us out, go to the website of the Central Community Foundation of Central Georgia. And I think it's communityfoundationcentralgeorgia.org, CFCGGA.
Well, we'll get
you'll
under you. You had to be on the screen under you. Well,
It'll be Community Foundation of Central Georgia. You go to the website, you can leave us some money. And go Dogs.
well, Mike, thanks for
Thank
being
you,
with
Ron.
us.
I appreciate you so much.
Love your family
Love you too.
and have a great season.
Thank you. And thank you for everything you do in our
All
community.
right. Thank you, folks, for being with us. I'm Ron Wildman over here at WMUB TV.